23-1 work together. The directions tell us to journalize the transactions completed by Carpet World during April of the current year. It says, hint, remember that you do not need to enter C in the check number column of the cash payments journal. We have 4 transactions that we are going to record. They also give us our chart of accounts. So on April 1st, it says that we received cash of $15,000 and supplies valued at $4,000 from partner Sophie Pavlov as an initial investment receipt number 1. So we know that we're dealing with a partnership, and it's telling us that our first partner, Sophie, is investing money and supplies into the company. So since we are receiving cash, that tells us that we're going to go into our cash receipts journal. So I'm going to start with my April 1st. I am receiving cash, so I want to put my debit in first. I'm receiving $15,000, so debit cash for $15,000. I'm also receiving supplies, so I'm going to go and I'm going to put in my supplies and a debit for supplies of $4,000. Okay, then I need to have a credit for the total amount, and I'm going to credit my Sophie Pavlov capital account because she's investing that much money, so it will be a credit of $19,000. My source document for that is R1, receipt 1. So I have a debit and a credit that equal. The next one on April 1st, it says I received cash from partner Noah Mancini as an initial investment of $22,000, receipt number 2. So Noah is just investing cash. So again, I'm receiving cash. I'm going to go back into my cash receipts journal, April 1st. Since I'm receiving cash, I'm going to debit cash for $22,000, and I'm going to credit his capital account. So Noah Mancini capital, and I'm going to credit that for $22,000, and that was receipt number 2. All right, our next transaction on the 30th, it says Sophie Pavlov, partner, withdrew cash for personal use, $1,000, check number 18. When we know, or when we see that we're drawing out or taking out cash, that means that we are making a cash payment. It's going to go into our cash payments journal. So start with my date of April 30th. We are taking out cash, so we know we're going to credit cash, and we are going to debit then Sophie Pavlov, and that would be her drawing account, so we can keep track of how much she's taking out. $1,000. It's going to be a credit to cash. Oh, and a debit to capital. I was putting it right. Okay, our check number then is 18. Remember, we don't put our C here because it's already labeled as 18. So we have a debit and a credit that equal. Last transaction on April 30th, again, it says Noah Mancini, partner, withdrew supplies for personal use, $1,200, memorandum number 6. So he is also withdrawing something, so we are going to use his drawing account. However, he's not withdrawing cash like Sophie did. He's withdrawing supplies. So that's going to be a general journal transaction. Start with my date of April 30th. I'm going to debit his drawing account. Noah Mancini drawing, and I'm going to debit that drawing account for $1,200. Oops, not 12,000. And then I'm going to credit supplies. Since he's taking out 12,000 in supplies, I'm losing that. Not 12,000, 1,200. And then our document number is M6 for memorandum 6. Again, we have a debit and a credit that equal. I'm going to say check answer. Everything looks good. You can now complete 23-1 on your own. When you are done with that, go to the 23-2 lecture video.